Vam Urav Adishritya Dakshinangri Saroruham Apashitar Bhakashvatham Aksharam Taktopikpalam. The Lord was sitting taking rest against a young banyan tree with his right foot on his left thigh, and although he had left all household comfort, he looked quite cheerful in that posture. Arabaka Ashwatam. Arabaka refers to young. So there are many. Krishna, so much meaning, huh? Krishna is taking rest against a young banyan tree. That is the meaning. This metal word is like a banyan tree material, and it's on the back side. Metal energy is behind the Lord. And because young, because this universe is quite small. That's what our Brahma. Krishna has so much meaning. Huh? Who will think and do so much? He could have taken rest against so many trees. He took a young banyan tree on his back side and not on the left side. So that metal energy is the back side. Young because it's a small universe. And Krishna is now planning to leave the world, disappear from this place. In fact, one Brahma, he once went to meet Krishna, and at that moment the doorkeeper, he said that, please tell Krishna I want to meet him. And doorkeeper went to Krishna, and Krishna asked the doorkeeper to ask Brahma, which Brahma is he? And Brahma got quite confused. Why is Krishna asking which Brahma? He said Chaturmukha Brahma. So he is allowed inside. And he took darshan of the Lord. Then he said, my Lord, that's all fine. He said, what have we come for? That I'll tell you. But first you answer this question. Why did you ask which Brahma? Are there other Brahmas also? He did not know, because he knows only the small well. He knows the small well. The frog knows only his well. So he knows the small universe. He thinks he is everything, and that's all. So Krishna said, okay. And Krishna called all the Brahmas to come, and he saw he was the smallest. He is quad core. Other Brahmas are octa core, multi core, 1,000 core, million core. Just like your mobile chip processor, octa core, quad core. He is quad core, 4. But there is octa core and centi core and milli core, which he saw, and he was shocked because he has the smallest universe. The small processor, 4 heads he can manage. Other universes require much more detailed management. They are so huge. So this is one information we get from the Vedas. In fact, it has also been agreed in science that there is something called multiverse. Universe means one. Multiverse is many. They had this problem because they had to... Why did they agree on multiverse? There is a reason. They got stuck in a problem. Because the universe, the arrangement of the universe is so detailed, it cannot come by an accident. So they had to agree to this. There is some designer. This they had to agree. So, but they are atheist. So they want to avoid this conclusion. There is a designer. So they found a way out. They said no. They use the way out by some kind another theory. They have created string theory. They say there are unlimited number of universes, some almost unlimited, 10 to the power of 500 something, massive number of universes. And because it just happens when there are so many universes, here the conditions by accident are fine for life. Silly, this is crazy. In this universe, it has been studied, the values of various constants are there, like gravitational constant, so many constants. If this constant value differs by 1 part in a billion, life ceases to exist. Just like you have nuclear force. If it is 1 part in billion more, only atom is hydrogen atom. How can you have life without that? So similarly, there is cosmological constant. The universe is expanding. If that constant value differs 1 part in billion, it will never expand or expand too slowly. Nothing will work out. So they have accepted this fact. This is all the constants are so nicely fine-tuned the physics constant that we have. It is slightly different. It will disturb the life. Right? Life probably will not be able to even exist. So then they had to answer this question: how it is so? Where is the fine tuner? That means creator. They get stuck. They say, no, it just happened. There are trillions and trillions of universes. This is just one of them. Then the question goes only one step behind. We knew about one universe, they're asking, now say the trillions. So who made all the trillion universes? They say, no, by chance. Chance is not an answer. I explained many times. Suppose I throw a dice. So it comes 6. So I say it came 6 by chance. No. Why you're not talking about the person who threw the dice? If I'm not throwing the dice, the chance doesn't happen. So similarly, unless the trillions of universes are created, a chance wherein in this universe there is life, the chance does not happen. Correct? So when we say by chance, the question should be, who created chance? No, I know you got 100 crore rupee lottery ticket and you became a crorepati. But then somebody created the lottery. Why you forgot that? You got it? How you became crorepati by chance? No, somebody created the lottery system. You just happened to pick one of them and you got money. But then who was making the whole system and selecting one to get that number? Understand? So who created chance? So this is not a good answer. So Uddhava is saying that I could recognize a lot. So this is because he's an advanced devotee, he's able to recognize. So to recognize, the heart has to be pure. To recognize even the glories of Acharya, heart has to be pure. Otherwise, the Lord's glories will not be manifest in the heart. The great Acharya, their glory will not be manifest. Prabhupada used to always say, unless you follow what I have given properly, all doubts will remain. You know? The doubts only go away by realization. Doubts do not go away by discussion only. Many times we think, okay, by discussion we can understand everything. Without devotion service, that will not work out. That is the standard thing. When you have in a community large number of devotees, it does happen, somebody is disturbed. So what do we advise him? Just attend sadhana, he'll be okay. He becomes okay. Sometimes people in the morning, Prabhu, I'm very disturbed. You attend sadhana, then we'll talk to you. And by 10 o'clock, how are you? No, I'm fine now. Because that's the power of the sadhana. It gives you strength. It gives you realization. So mostly people tend to think that I can understand all these Vedic conclusions by argument. No, sir. It is gradual revelation. It's not that we are not going to study philosophy, we are going to study philosophy, but always more important is the realization. The theory will not help you much. Therefore, we should not become proud, having known the theory of Krishna consciousness, that any person with common sense IQ of 100 within 2-3 months can get hold of this whole philosophy, including all important pastimes. No big deal. 3 months is enough. A person normal IQ, he spends 2-3 hours a day. In 3 months' time, he knows the whole philosophy with all your important pastimes. That's it. It doesn't require more than that. So the first stage when you come to spiritual life is the stage of information. How I learned that. Like in a bank, new employee comes, in 2-3 months he can learn all the thing. But then is new things start after that. सब समझ आएगा सब बहुत काम है. How to give a loan, how to study, that's so many. He needs realization how to judge a customer whether he will repay the loan. I think so many tensions we have, So that requires little of experience. That will not come just by theory. Okay, theory and not practical. Customer has come to the bank. You have to know whether he will repay the loan or not before giving. Otherwise, money is gone. You have to be careful, isn't it? So that requires experience, that requires intelligence. So in any field, I think, first few months will be basic information and then comes the wisdom. So in spiritual life also, in the beginning stages, it just takes 2-3 months to learn the basic information. But then we need is realizations, which don't come by a joke. Realizations need prayers. Realization needs sadhana. Then the darshana will come. Oh, correct? Realization is not a joke. Theory is not a big deal. So here Uddhava saw Krishna, recognized him. Because he has realizations. We will not be able to recognize. What do you say? Suppose Krishna is walking down the street, you will not be able to recognize. It's not easy. Even great acharyas cannot be recognized. We had gone to Delhi, the Chipiwada temple. Yeah. Shisha, remember. And then what happened there? We came to know that is one of the busiest places of Delhi. Srila Prabhupada was walking that area up and down and people could not recognize. Rather, people since good time in India make a bogus man as a Paramahamsa. No shortage of that foolishness. And so-called they know the philosophy. And they could not recognize Srila Prabhupada. True? We are this, we are that. People say we follow Vedic culture. A great Acharya. Rather, one of the most powerful Acharyas which has in recent time come on earth. His contribution is unimaginable. So definitely his power is unimaginably powerful Acharya. People could not recognize. For 70 years, nobody could recognize him. So it's not easy to recognize. We recognize Krishna later. First recognize Acharya because he will point you out. Where is Krishna? Could we recognize? People could not recognize because they were not qualified. Just knowing the theory of Gita is not okay. There were nobody was having any realization. Maybe there were many people who knew the theory of Gita. Theory has not big value. We should not take. And you may say, I have realizations, I love Krishna, but then that has to be exhibited. I love means it's not visible. It should be visible. Just like we are discussing in the Bhagavad Gita, pratikshana, every moment the Acharya is serving Krishna. That is one way to know. Somebody say, I am very advanced. Let us see. Are you absorbed every moment to serve Krishna? And the next look, Daksha is very expert. In his service to the Lord, he doesn't do it just, he does it very expertly with great attention. Not only is continuously engaged in serving Krishna, he is engaged with great concentration. Two things. One thing is to chant 16 rounds. Second thing is to chant 16 rounds with great concentration. That is the second thing. First stage you say just chant. Somebody told Prabhupada, Arey Prabhupada, I'll chant 2 rounds with concentration. There are many people who do that. Some congregation we have seen. No, see, I cannot chant. I'll chant 1 with concentration. So Prabhupada, they went to Prabhupada. So one person is saying, so I chant so many, I'll chant 1 with concentration. Now I want to chant quality rounds. So Prabhupada said, quality? You don't even know what is quality first. Quality is when Rupa Goswami says, I have only 2 ears and a tongue. I want millions of ears and a tongue. You don't even know what is quality. Now just follow the order of the Acharya and chant. Quality will come. So sometimes we become mental about all that. No, I'll chant quality. As if we are chanting 2 rounds quality. Self-assumed quality. Self-assumed. Self-certificate. We have to stop this business of self-certification. This is another joke, self-certification. We should stop this business of self-certification. Therefore, spiritual life is always good when it is ordered. Who ordered? That's always we are very safe when an elder Vaishnava is ordered. Whatever you are doing, we should not do on our own. Nothing. Okay, anything I am doing, who has sanctioned it? So that we can always put as a defense. Why you are doing like this? No, that Prabhuji told me. That's wonderful. That's the mood we should cultivate. And then you are very safe. Because mind is such a joker that it will give you very, very funny advices and self-certifying, you will be very happy. Mind is, we have to be saved from this mind. So we can now understand it is not easy. And even dealing with Srila Prabhupada, we do have certain amount of gratitude, definitely, that's why we are here. But how much it can arise? How much? There are so many Srila Prabhupada servants, when you tell them to speak about Prabhupada, their voice chokes up, they cannot speak. So much love for Prabhupada in their heart. And nothing happens to us. So it's a fortune. Just like while Radharani was walking towards Jagannath, Lord Chaitanya was walking towards Jagannath, he fainted in 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Isn't it? The same we also take 1, 2, 3 steps toward Radha Govinda. Do we faint unconscious? Nothing happens. Because consciousness has to develop. So therefore our approach should be can the consciousness develop? And then as the heart is purified, it has anyabhilashita shunyam when the heart is pure. then the Yogamaya will dance in the consciousness. Then the life will become ecstatic. Correct? Why is it that Krishna is not dancing in the heart? It's because why Yogamaya is not showing its waves, ripples. Rupa Goswami talks about nectar of devotion, and he said there is southern wave, northern wave, ripples, waves, so many things. No waves, no ripple. Rather, waves are Maya. Kama, Krodha, waves are shaking the heart. So, therefore, after knowing the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, Sambandha, comes a stage of Abhideya, where I apply that philosophy. And if I am very introspective, I can see that a lot of work is to be done. Then, when I sit for chanting, my Lord, I know this is the time for my greatest purification of the day. Because among all the angas of devotion service is most important is your own chanting. It is done very attentively. Because this is my saving grace for the day. Because so much expectation are from me. I should do like this, I should behave like that, but it may be very difficult for me. I am not ready. But if I have proper chanting in place, that will make me ready. Okay? So that is apart from other elements of sadhana. It is done properly. And then I am introspective and I am quite conscious what's happening, and I am keeping myself very busily engaged in Krishna service. That is another big grace, Savior. Busily engaged in a very challenging service for the Acharya. Then also I am very absorbed and very happy. So here Uddhava could recognize Krishna. Krishna cannot hide himself. That is said that the Rasalila, Krishna hid himself, and he came after some time in Narayana. So all the gopis saw Narayana, paid obeisance and walked away. They are not interested. Obeisances are paid, respect you. They walked away, no interest. They are searching where is Krishna. And then Radharani came. When she came, Krishna's two hands disappeared. It is said that the force of love is so intense that for Narayana changed into Krishna by the force of our love. You understand? So that is also something, force of the love. Krishna is captured by the love of the devotees. So Uddhava, therefore, Krishna could not hide, revealed. Uddhava could understand, my Lord is sitting here, seeing his all, even though he was 400 now. He was used to 200 form. And he saw the 400 form, he recognized that Krishna only is sitting here. Because his love is so intense. Tesham satate yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upyantite. Krishna gives intelligence to devotees. They can understand. Uddhava understood. And then when he understood this, he saw that Krishna is sitting there at the back towards a banyan tree, a small banyan tree. So why small? Krishna chose, so many trees will be there. He chose a small banyan tree. Why? This universe is quite small, representing the banyan tree. Why banyan tree? Because it lives for a long time. Banyan tree lives for a very long time compared to any other tree. And then next, so therefore universe will have the long life, but whatever it is a small universe compared to other universes. A small banyan tree. Take care. With this back, what is the meaning why the back he put? Because material energy is behind the Lord. It's not. Internal energy is in the front. It's like when Yoga Nidra creation material world. So it's not everything. Krishna's day is in the spiritual world. Very enjoying with the devotees pastimes. So it's on the back side. And Krishna has now decided to leave the world. And Krishna wants various things to do. In fact, when Krishna wants to leave the world, all the devatas come at that moment, just like they all came when Krishna came to the womb of Devaki. All the devatas came to offer the prayer. So devata also came, just like you come from welcoming, and suppose you're an important guest, don't you go for send-off? All of you stand at the gate. Doesn't it happen? Some minister comes to your place, so important person. Sometimes you have a VIP guest. You are all there to receive him. And also when he's leaving, you're all standing at the gate, isn't it? Till he is. So similarly, all the devatas came and Krishna came to welcome him. And they also went to leave him. They had only invited him to come. Brahma had all the devatas had gone to Brahma. No, we are not able to solve the problems of the mess created on earth. So Krishna said, okay, I'll come. So on their request, Krishna came. So when leaving, all the devatas came to give send off, but they could not see Krishna. Krishna disappeared on another plane which is beyond the capacity of Brahma and Shiva. Krishna just Right? They do not know. There are so many dimensions, just like easy to understand. So many. Apna physics se samajh lo. This is much beyond physics. 1, 2, 3 dimensions. Multi-dimension. Another dimension, Krishna has gone away. In any way, Krishna's body is spiritual. It can become invisible. That's it. But they could not just understand what happened. All of them came thinking they can understand. They could not understand. Inconceivable. Just like Brahma, when he came after the Vimohan, after Brahma Vimohan Leela, when he stole the coward boys and he came back. So all the coward boys were already lying in the cave, but they were standing here also. So Brahma said, what? He went to the cave, they're all sleeping. He went there, they're all playing. He again went to the cave, they're all sleeping. Again they're playing. So Brahma says, what's happening? And then already he was getting confused. And then all the cows and the calves and the boys started becoming Narayana. Brahma said, my Narayana here? Because he knows Narayana. He keeps meeting Narayana very regularly. Not only, he sees Krishna once in a day. But Narayana maybe every 5 minutes he has a call, He's on call with him. He knows Narayana very well, because if you compress Brahma days to your day, once in a day he sees Krishna every day. Sometime maybe 2, 3 o'clock he has a darshan of Krishna, and every day he gets confused. Krishna is so inconceivable, even though he sees him every day, even though he is one of the topmost devotees of the Lord, every day he gets confused. Samajh nahi aata hai kya hai. Imagine. He has seen Krishna, 50 years of Brahma's life over. 50 years means into 365. Just make small calculation. How much? 50 into 400 is how much? 400 into 5 is how much? 20,000? 400 into 5 is 20,000. So 20,000. So you can keep calculating. At least he has seen Krishna 20,000 times. 20,000 first time he sees, again gets confused. He sees the boy running with this thing. Is he Krishna? And that's why he tests, no? Why do they test? Correct? Why do they test? Because he gets confused. It's so difficult to understand Krishna. But Uddhava had no mistake because he's a great devotee. Oh, here is my Lord. Uddhava did not say, let me do some experiment. Whether this 400 form is Krishna or not. He knows my Lord is standing. That's Krishna is only revealed by pure devotion. There is no other way Krishna will reveal. So let the Son of Krishna rise within our heart. That should be your prayer. Thus, as we advance in Krishna consciousness, comparison to rising of the sun. Morning, there is little light. That is our condition. Now we know Krishna is there. Sun is there. Little light is there. But not much. And pure devotee, sun is on the 12 o'clock on the head. Intense heat. He is feeling so much love for Krishna. For us, love is also little. And ye yatha ma prapadyante stamatataya bhajamaham. To the degree of your love, Krishna is revealed. So you just like sun reveals according to your faith in him. So he reveals only little. You seen in the morning time, sun is not visible, little light. Therefore we are chanting Hare Krishna. We know Krishna is there. It's not that we are only because Shastra says, Acharya says we are chanting. We cannot continue long for that. We do have some darshana, some realization. Therefore we are chanting. But the point is, if we become sincere, and then sun will rise quickly. And then we will be feeling so advanced and so happy. And Prabhupada said, no doubt shall remain.